Battle for Middle-earth. This is a map that I've created. It's a 4-on-4 good versus evil. And today we are going to be playing as Gondor. We're going to see what we're going to be able to do here. So we start in Minas Tirith over here. We've got the Forbidden Pool, where I should get Faramir to Skillia, so it's the Dome of Stars. We've got Pelargir, we've got Dol Amroth, and we've got quite a few heroes. We're going to be very important as we're going to have most of the Fellowship to us. And we have Aragorn, Boromir, and eventually Gandalf. We have Frodo and Sam. So ideally, if we can get Frodo and Sam all the way to Mount Doom here, Mordor entirely blows up, which is awesome.
One ring to rule them all. One by one, free lands of Middle-earth fell to the power of the ring.
Let's get some people on gold and stone.
Resisted. A last alliance of men
so we're just hunting because hunting gives us the most food at the very beginning. We'll eventually switch to a lot of farming a little bit later. As long as Pelargir and Dol Amroth are there, they're going to give us quite a bit of food income for free and things like that. You can tell that I'm playing with the sounds at the moment, and that's just because I've added actual cool sounds inside there. The reason why I'm talking is to kind of overview the copyrights, but it doesn't really matter. If you want to go ahead and grab the sound when you're playing, you can just go ahead and download it off the Steam Workshop. You'll have access to all the sounds and cool things that you hear, hopefully throughout this game. So as you can see, we're slowly building up our economy. Probably should get a lot more villagers. And we will need quite a bit more wood, so maybe get more on wood. Alright, so we've got Faramir in Skillia. Somebody's lagging tremendously, which is an issue.
It was in this moment when all hope had
so
faded.
I don't know who is lagging.
Son
They
of the
should
king,
probably go ahead
took
and
up
fix
his
it
father's
very
sword.
quickly. So, get going. So we can't actually escape Rivendell at the moment. It does open eventually, but it's just something that we're going to have to deal with. So as you can see, Rivendell is very nice. I'm keeping Gandalf here because there's a small quest with when Thorin comes over. He'll buff Elrond. Elrond will buff Gandalf and Thorin with their respective weapons. So, not too bad. Alright, great. So now that the introduction has gone, usually most people stop lagging quite a bit. So we can actually hopefully get this game going. But Elm is seeming to be lagging just a bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to take away this thing, and we're going to delete those, so the Hulk can't get his raisings off of us. We probably could have gone up, but let's get a couple more vills. Alright, so we're done hunting. We're going to go ahead and grab the boar. Come on, get closer. No, no dice. Alright, so we're going to go up. We're going to hit Castle Age soon. And then once this opens, we're going to go and run to Bree. Alright, so he just wants to get going. We're going to be that guy. You just have to be careful about Faramir, but he'll be okay. You know, we could probably grab Baragon as well. Our economy upgrades. Let's.
It came from Gondor. The old fortress is abandoned.
Just gonna be annoying, that's all. No dice. Alright, so we scared him off. All is well in the world. Go away, Gothmog. Alright, so let's get on those berries. We're gonna get a couple of people on fish. Fish is really good. Alright, so we're gonna get these people to go on gold over here. We're gonna start building a lot of TCs since we get up to Castle Age, which is the reason why I had so many people on gold, or sorry, wood. So let's go here. And another one. So as you can see, every time that place is open, you get a sound file, so I know exactly what's going on, what's happening. We've got Elm here that decided to go ahead and get his what are they called? His Gundabad arcs. But yeah. Oh, don't worry, I'll upgrade my tower itself. Just a matter of time.
Sorry. You could wait no longer. You are the heir to the throne of Durin. Unite the armies of the dwarves.
So what I'm going to
Together
do,
you have might and power.
what I should do is build a
Take
market down
Evermore.
here. It's really good to build a market down here because it gives us the longest trade route that we can get, which is really good for us. As you'll see, I'll need quite a bit of gold to make, you know, Teutonic Knights, Siege Onagers, that kind of thing. I'm hoping not to be able to use Siege Onagers this game, but again, I highly doubt it. But one can hope. So I'm just going to put the steward inside the castle because he's completely useless, but if I do delete him, unfortunately he's going to go ahead and, well, give a lot of gold to our enemies, which is not something that we would like. Alright, come on guys, do better. There's a lot of berries, you don't have to all get the same one. Alright, so I'm just slowly getting here. So Harad has opened, and what I want to do is eventually I want to go ahead and get Town Watch just so that I can see what's going on, especially if there's anything that happens on the harbor here. Alright, so we've got this. We're going to go back here. So we can technically capture Tolfalas, but it doesn't really give us too much. But it's fine. We'll make do. This gives us a nice view of the entire map if we just get Town Watch, which is nice to get. And, well, our lighthouse didn't exactly work too much. Oh well. We just gotta get fletching and things like that. But as you can see, we're slowly stockpiling our resources so we can finally get... let's see, let's build another TC here. So we're slowly getting ourselves all the way up to the Imperial Age, where we can finally get all our upgrades. And we'll be okay. I hope. So we're floating a lot of wood, so I can go ahead and transition a little bit more on food. We've got quite a bit of gold, which is nice. They should usually build a market around here. Alright, so the fellowship is open, so we want to go ahead and run to Bree. So that'll make Strider become Aragon, so he's going to be quite a bit more tanky. And then it'll also start my Dunedain spawn, which is really nice. We really want some Dunedain. They're basically free units and they're stronger than champions. Or just about as strong, but they're free. And I can get them right away. So, not too shabby. Let's keep getting economy upgrades. So, as you can see, we're slowly running out of food due to all our upgrades and things. So, let's not build a T90 farm. Alright, so we're we're slowly getting our stuff. So as you can see, Orange here has actually ended up claiming Tolfalas with an outpost on here. If you kill the outpost, it becomes back to Gaia. So it's not a big problem. It just helps him keep, I guess, the water a little bit. But that's not a really big issue for us at the moment.
None can
There's quite a few things I gotta do. I'm trying to get all my upgrades as soon as possible. And I do have quite a few spawns that are at my disposal, so we're going to try to get as many as possible. Other things I can do is I can try to get as many monks as possible, because usually Orange will mass a lot of elephants, and the best counter is of course monks. I mean, siege onagers will also do fine, but I prefer converting them to my side as they become my unit. Alright, come on. So we're almost to the Imperial Age. Let's keep making more villagers. So this over here, yeah, it is open. Okay, good.
I am Aragorn, son of Arathorn.
Alright, so we got our rangers. We're going to keep going down here. We're going to bring the hobbits to Minas Tirith to keep them safe. And we're going to get Boromir to Osgiliath so that he can buff the Dome of Stars, give Faramir a buff, and we can go ahead and get some of the, what are they called? Ithilien Rangers, which are basically Rattan archers. So they're going to be the best archers that I can make. But unfortunately it will require me to keep Faramir at the Forbidden Pool. So that can be not so great. Whoops, don't want to create rams. Hole, I'll need a lot of onagers. Alright, so ideally what I want to do is I want to get to Elite Teutonic Knights as soon as possible.
Load up the
Somebody's been buying food. Alright, that's fine. Alright, so we're starting to finally get some Dunedain, so I'll show you guys. So as you can see, they're still not even fully upgraded just yet. But as you can see, they're quite strong. And they will actually get buffed over time. So they'll get a 9 plus 7 final attack, which means that they're going to get quite strong near the end. So I'm just getting more guys on wood so that they can clear a little bit. Alright, so Pendragon, as Isengard, was able to reach Imperial Age in time. So he doesn't have spies, which is really good for us. Generally speaking, you have spies on the other team, just due to Isengard, because they're friendly to everyone at the beginning of the game. So it's nice. It's really nice to have that they weren't able to go ahead and get it. So, you know what? Let's delay the keep. Let's get the Teutonic Knights.
Great kings
Maybe sell a little bit of food.
then Sauron the Deceived
Wood, actually.
gave them 9 rings of power.
I'll get
Blinded by
a lot of wood later on,
they
so no
took them without
problems.
question.
And what else can I get here? That's our bracelets.
Now they are slaves to his will.
Alright. So if I can go ahead and grab the Paladin upgrade as well, I'll start making some Knights of Dol Amroth, which is really nice as well. What I might do is I might just go ahead and kind of wall this part off here. Just to stop them from coming into my economy from that way, if possible. Alright, and then I will want to get fortified walls. Alright, so far so good. Might get a couple more trade carts.
Keep a lookout.
Alright, so far so good. We're doing quite well on the economy front. There's a one farm here that I'll just go ahead and reseed manually. And let's keep getting some mangonels over here. So as you can see, my trade carts are just going all the way here, and they're getting about 113 gold per trip. So I don't know why Self is putting his heroes down here. Well, let's delete that. Let's delete that as well. We don't want him to get any raisings whatsoever. Because if that's the case, then, well, he gets good units. So what we're going to do is we're going to make sure he doesn't get any. He's going to be this annoying. Sure. I'll just delete it. Alright, so Boromir finally made it, which is good. Alright, so unfortunately we can't go out right now because, well, there's quite a few Nazguls out there. And, well, they're nasty. Very nasty indeed. Alright, we do need a bit more gold, so I might go ahead and get a couple more vills on gold over here. And there's another gold pile here that I'm going to TC. Oops.
Load up the ship.
Alright, so we're getting more and more. Let's go ahead and keep getting our upgrades. We're going to get that soon. No, we don't have access to Thumbring. Let's get keeps. That'll make our towers really, really strong.
Keep a lookout.
And there we go. So ideally you want to go ahead and keep this if at all possible. I realize it's a lot harder to do. I don't think there's much point of actually getting crenellations, which would be awesome if it worked to give our castles +3 range, but the way it was made, you're not able to do that. So we're just going to go ahead and keep massing our food here while these guys keep collecting wood. I might have to go ahead and refresh that lumber camp. So let's do so. Alright, so our economy, everything's looking good. I'm starting to get the paladin upgrade for the stables that I'm going to be building. Probably here. Alright, so why did that not work? Maybe because of the lag. There we go. That makes a lot more sense now. Who's going to disconnect? I hope it's not Ulm. Alright, so as you can see, we have quite a few units over here. He's actually been attacking Self in Mirkwood. But as you can see, Self's got quite a few units. He's even got an Onager here defending. Self, remember to go ahead and make sure that you do get your Siege Engineer upgrade. That way your Onagers won't be overshot by his. And I think we have fully upgraded Teutonic Knights. That would be really nice. Alright, so we're going to start getting Cavalier, and then once that happens, we're going to be able to get Paladin. I do have to get a couple of extra upgrades before I get the Siege Onager one, because otherwise we're going to be in real big trouble. Let's see, this is good. Let's get some more vills here, mining gold. And of course we do need a lot more trade cards. I wish I could see. It's always a good idea to get Town Watch and things in this scenario, just because that way you can see if there's Nazguls around or things like that. Last thing you want to get is your heroes picked off by Nazguls. But yeah, Elm's being really annoying. He's got a couple of Shotels down here to annoy Super Lisko's villagers. And Super Lisko has already gotten his elite complete army of paladins, tons of onagers. He's going to attack Isengard very shortly. Poor Isengard. So there we go, we're going to go ahead and do that. We're also going to start making Cavaliers from our stables. And we can't upgrade that right away. But if we can, what we'll do is we'll get pikemen down here. Just to view if Hole is actually there with his Nazguls, because that's the last thing that we want to do. Let's get a couple of monks, because I know we will be needing them later.
Keep a lookout.
And oh great, everything's sold. not much point of doing that. Alright, so super, let's go Super Rohan economies there. He's gonna go ahead and get into Isengard quite easily. It's unfortunate. This choke is actually really hard to get. And as you can see, he's got a few paladins. Jaguar warriors are down here. Alright, so... well, he's got quite a few Woad Raiders down here. So let's make sure that we fight underneath the castle fire. So that's good. Teutonic Knights are a great counter. And we have our paladin upgrades. So now, as long as we have the paladin upgrade and our Prince Imrahil is in Dol Amroth, well, he doesn't have to be in the castle, I just put him on here just in case. But what we will be doing is we'll be starting to make some nice boyards. So these guys are going to be really strong. So let's wait a little bit. We don't want to do that. But it'd be nice to go ahead and get Faramir to the pool. Alright, so that's really good. It just means that because Self has gotten 100 kills, he's able to go ahead and get some of his best units, which are, of course, the basically some elite plume hero archer. And so they're going to be really strong. So let's see what he's got down here. I'm hoping he doesn't have too many onagers just yet, because that would be really nasty. Alright, he's already getting some pikes, so thank God we got some Teutonic Knights down here. Oh, of course. Look at the amount of onagers he's got. That's going to be really fun in just a moment, isn't it? Thankfully, what we can do is use our monks to go ahead and convert some of them. So what we can do is we can delete these barricades over here, get our monks a little closer, and that'll be really fun. So that's what we can do. Let's get them block printing and then redemption. Really hope that this... okay, that's good. So what we're going to do is we're just going to target the siege onagers with our units. Come on, fire. Good. Because we don't really care about the rams, the units will take care of that. Voila. Oh dear, that's quite a few. Alright. Rebuilding our units. Alright, so we can keep doing that. So we gotta manually target them, otherwise they're just not going to work. Oh, come on, seriously? Alright, so all of them are completely dead now. So we can put our monitors down here. And of course we gotta get quite a few more. And of course we have to go ahead and repair our castle, because otherwise we are going to lose it very quickly. So as you can see, that was one hell of a fight. The one militia. Super militia. We got Black Prince the Scared down here, so he'll survive. Don't worry, guys.
Load up the ships.
Alright, so we got some more champs down here. Of course. So what we're gonna do is we're also gonna make Teutonic Knights from Minas Tirith and get them down here. So as you can see, we are already out of gold, which is why it's important to make sure that you have a constant stream of trade cards going in and out of here. Thankfully though, these Teutonic Knights are incredibly strong, of course, against the Mordor infantry, which is supposed to be intended. But, whew. Alright, so these pikes are going to go down very quickly. what I'm going to do now is going to be really annoying. No, 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 no. Oh no, 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 come on. Don't do that. Oh dear. Saruman's already dead. That's not good. Well, not good for them anyway. So first things first is we gotta go ahead and do this. Alright, so we want to make sure there's Lurt's gone. Holy crap, so, well, Isengard is about to fall to the Rohan cavalry. Usually it takes quite a bit longer for this to happen, but, you know, here it is. We're going to try to go ahead and go around and snipe. Alright, so... Alright, so far so good. We're able to clean up most of the infantry, the siege. These onagers are crazy strong, as I'm sure you can imagine. So anything that we can do to stop them, delay them, etc. Good, good, good. I'm not sure why the repair villager is going all the way there to repair it, but it's fine. So I'm going to go ahead and sneak my monks here, at least one, because if I can get one conversion, it's going to be amazing. Oh, shoot. I do need to go ahead and get this, though. Alright, so let's keep getting units. Alright. Let's keep getting our food production up.
Knights of the Silver Swan!
Oh dear, not good. Not good at all. So there's quite a few Imperial camels down here. And yeah, we really need to have a lot of onagers nearby.
Look out!
Alright, so we gotta keep making them, and thankfully we've got plenty of stone to go around. Might as well get more pikemen or helms. So far so good. We're doing quite well. I guess I should probably get some skirms, as he is actually getting quite a few heavy cavalry archers. I mean, we still have the siege onagers if we do need them. We should maybe introduce them too. Because yeah, these Teutonic Knights are going to be murdering these units quite easily. Well, I say quite easily, but they're doing a good job.
Keep on lookout!
So let's not get you involved just yet. We gotta get you to do a couple of things. So far so good, so they're out of pikes, and we'll be able to go ahead and do this. So thankfully they don't have too many cavalry archers, so
Knights of the Silver Swan!
that's a lot of running into pikes, not the end of the world here. They're retreating with the siege onagers, and we get almost one. So my villager is still repairing, which is really good. That is definitely not good. Not good at all. Should probably maybe get a small force here just in case. So if that falls, it gives them quite a few resources and things, so we don't want to do that. So we are keeping the whole at bay, and Super Lisko is killing Isengard, which is really good. And we've got, what is it, Yellow here that's doing a really good job against Orange. He's actually pushing them down here.
Knights of the Silver Swan!
Self is actually kind of holding Mirkwood, which is really great. Super. Oh dear, that's really not good though. Self. Oh man, you should have lost Galadriel. Oh, that's brutal. That's going to suck. Mordor is going to become a lot more powerful with that.
Now hopefully stood short of the unwing.
Oh dear. Alright, well, let's put all our eggs in one basket. And hope for the best, I guess. So, this has actually been repaired, which is really good. Now what I want to do is I want to go here and build barracks to stop them from coming in. Come on, if I can get one, just one. Come on. Oh, he got redemption.
Knights of the Silver
Well,
Swan!
it's still one more that I don't have to go ahead and kill, so that's good. Oh, that was a good shot. Look at that. Alright, so try not to go ahead and kill all of our units down here. But that will save us a little bit. Come on, no, not the monk. Keep the monk away. So that's good. I don't know what the heck happened to that onager down here, but good job. Alright, so we got a little bit of guys in front, so we can go ahead and replenish with this wonderful fort barracks. Alright, so he got Kamul to Dol Guldur.
Load up the ships!
Not too bad. So,
Knights of the Silver Swan!
honestly, it's not the end of the world that this happens. Alright, so our barrack went down, but most of his rams are gone now, so we can just go ahead and replenish. Ooh! How did that happen?
Keep on lookout!
Who? How? What? Where? When? How? Anyways, so since the Witch King of Angmar is no longer here, that's really good for us. Like, really, really good for us. I thought he was... Anyways, I'm very confused about what happened, but looks like here we have Self that's actually pushing into the economy for the goblins, which is really good. And same here, the dwarves are doing the same thing with Mordor and
Knights of the Silver Swan!
the evil men. Alright, so I'm not sure. Oh, there we go. That might be why. Okay, so now what we can do, since I'm feeling a little bit safer, is we can go ahead and push a little bit. Well, got one. And we're using, hopefully, the minimum amount of onagers that we can. And we might kill the betrayer. Look at those pikes. Awesome. Got another Nazgul. So yeah, these guys, as you can see, they got super buffed because of the fact that let's run retreat. Alright, maybe we should go around on this side and whoops, don't want to get those.
What happened to Gale?
And surprise him from that side.
Look out!
It's funny, he's trying to convert my units now. Teuton bonus applies. Alright, so far the state of the world is doing good. Oh, that's interesting. So you've got the Umbar Corsairs trying to go on this side. I'm assuming that, well, Mordor's going to be a little bit busy. Although he is getting quite a few upgrades by having killed the Lothlorien, which shouldn't... Oh, wow, okay, so I had quite a few units down here, thankfully. Yeah, looks like I'll try to go ahead and go in here. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the favor back. So these guys are going to be really tough. And let's see about our cavalry units. And we should have plenty of Knights of Dol Amroth, which we do. So what we'll do is we'll come around. I hope. Oh, pfft, thanks. Thanks, Super. Let's go. I'm so busy working, finishing, so that my farms are not reseeded. Oops, my bad. It's fine. I don't need an economy. You can see that. I don't need an economy. All is well. It's fine. I get a lot of food from my tributes for other things, so it's fine. Come on, come on, come on, fire! Oh, that's beautiful. Ooh, so nice. You got the end, so you cleared out Isengard. And wow, that's a lot of... Let us keep going. So these two should be able to go ahead and kill that Onager, and of course then we got a bunch of Nazguls to deal with. Yeah, Nazguls are a really big pain to deal with, but it's fine. That's fine. I'm happy with that. Go ahead and kill. Kill your own units. I'm happy. Kill, kill, kill. Let's keep them up here. Let's get more Teutonic Knights. Oh dear, and he is coming all the way over here. Alright, so Rohan has completely destroyed Isengard. They've only got the Barrow Downs left, so that's good, but they also have access to Treebeard and all of their Ents, so these are really powerful units, which is really awesome. So let's see, let's keep pushing. Oh dear. Oh, never mind. That's a good thing. Mary swore fealty to... And I guess I should get Gandalf all the way down here. Should probably be a good idea. I hope it's okay. I'm not sure. I hope it is clear. If not, Gandalf will have to stay in Rivendell for the time being. Alright, and we have our soldiers here, so we can go ahead and come from around. Kill all of these pesky siege onagers. Oh dear. Ooh, that's quite the heavy losses, unfortunately. But so far so good. We're killing all of these onagers, which is exactly what we want. We don't really care about the rest. Usually you need a lot of... You'll need siege if you're attacking some place that's got some protection. What we're going to do is we're going to sneak Faramir here. These are the farms I forgot to build. Oops. Great. So now Purple's gotten Smaug. not good. Could be worse, but we'll be fine. So as you can see, playing Gondor, it's a lot of, you know, Gondor versus Mordor, especially during Ascilia, and quite a few casualties on both sides, which, to be fair, should be normal. Although I'm trying not to get that many onagers going, but it is what it is, and I'm slowly running out. Where is Faramir? I would like to see him.
Knights of the Silver Swan!
Because if we don't want to give him the buff at all, if possible. Alright, so there's the Tainted, Knight of Umbar. Alright. Alright, so these guys are getting quite a bit stronger, which is the reason why we're always attacking. If he gets any strong units, it's going to be a real pain. So, Umbar and the dwarves are, having a blast down here. Alright, so I'm getting Gandalf all the way down to Minas Tirith, so that I'm assuming, what's his name?
Knights of the Silver Swan!
Mordor has gotten enough raises that we can go ahead and light the beacons. Alright, so that will be the end of Isengard, unfortunately for them. Yeah. So he's going to try to snipe my onagers, which won't work too well. Alright. Do still have a lot down here, so let's keep. So I still have a couple of extra onagers, but honestly, cavalry is the main thing down here that will be able to go ahead and kill these onagers very quickly. And Super Lisko looks like he's expanding his army down here, and this is going to be not fun to deal with. So as long as I can go ahead and keep the Prancing Pony and Bree alive, we'll be just fine.
Knights of the Silver Swan!
So right now we are just firing on them, which is great.
Keep a lookout!
Alright, so we got these. We should have plenty of... Really? What am I missing? Sorry, I'm just going to take a look here really quickly because there's a quest I forgot how to do apparently. Need Teutonic Knight and conscription. I guess maybe I need Bergeron to be in the tower to go ahead and make the tower guards. I was wondering why I wasn't making any.
Load up the ship!
Alright, so well this is it, I think.
Knights of the Silver Swan!
Yeah. I won't be able to get any more of these wonderful rangers. But as the Baradons are done, my guys will actually get a lot stronger, which is really good. So.
I offer you my service, such as it is.
Alright, so I got Pippin now, and we are starting to light the beacons. So I want to show you this because this is actually really cool. So as you can see, they're actually starting to burn, and once they actually get destroyed, you'll get Rohan that will get his elite units, which are going to be really, really strong. So as you can see, it's just making its way all the way through to Edoras, where Aragorn will say that he can see that the Rangers, and what I can see is over here you'll start to get the Rohirrims. There we go. Gondor Calls for aid.
Gondor Calls for aid!
Excellent. So,
Knights of the Silver Swan!
right. So Gondor calls for aid. Gloin is no more. Gimli's gonna die momentarily, unfortunately. So a few hero kills for our evil players. So unfortunately, it's gonna stop a few quests from happening for yellow. And this is ridiculous, the amount of units that are going down here. But it's fine. Alright. So we're fighting Mordor orcs with...
We guard the White Tower!
And there we go. So since Bergeron is down here, and where is Faramir? Faramir should be close by. And, alright, there he is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around. Oh dear. Maybe not go around. Bad idea. Bad idea. Bad idea. Alright, so that's good. Die.
Knights of the Silver Swan!
So, looks like they're just resigning. And we're gonna wish them the good game, just due to the fact that looks like they're having a little bit of trouble pushing everywhere. Rohan's actually in Moria right now. But you never saw that one coming. And as you can see, they're gonna end up losing this at some point. It's just honestly just a matter of time. I was able to hold back Mordor a little bit, thankfully. Now, yeah, I guess they're just losing a lot of ground. So there's just orange that's left now. So what we can do is we can hopefully cross the river. I'm not going to say easily, but at least we can cross it. And we can bring our siege weapons to go ahead and deal with... So let's keep going. Our Teutonic Knights are going to be our main force down here. So we're going to try to kill Umbar as much as possible. Alright.
Knights of the Silver Swan!
So those siege onagers are such a pain. Oh well, there we go. So that was game over. So it looks like they were trying to get as much resources as possible, but since they were not able to push as far as they thought they were going to do, honestly, good job to Self to actually be able to hold most of the goblins at bay, which is really hard considering that they are Ethiopians and they have access to their siege onagers. Oh yeah, and he was actually pushing to good and the bad. Good job, man. That was actually really cool. And of course, we've got the yellow player that was also pushing against Rune. So as you can see here, quite a few dead bodies. That was awesome. I'm not gonna lie, this was a great game. Thanks all for doing this. It's awesome. Let's take a quick look at the achievements. So we can see here, red, the biggest of fights here. So you can see that Super Lisco raised the most buildings. Gray ended up losing the most. I got the most conversions with 4, which is awesome. Not really. I didn't get to convert anything, unfortunately. We got the most trade profit, so it gave us quite a bit of a gold income. We probably could have gotten a bit more villagers, as you can see. I usually get about 100, because after that you get tributes and things like that that really help out. And yeah, you can see the population. So all in all, pretty even throughout the game. Gray got destroyed, so you can see that Super Lisco's population was not moved too much. So without a player, it ended up being 4 against 3. And that's the reason why it was. But all in all, a great game.